Hi, this is Alexander Marquez with another powerful video that's going to help transform your business, whether you have an online business, a network marketing business, or whatever business you have. And on today's video, I want to talk to you about the 4 ways that you can make money in this life. And I want to go over each one of them step by step and kind of explain what are the positives and the drawbacks of each way of making money. Of course, I'm talking about legal ways to make money. Obviously, there's many illegal ways to make money, but on this video, I primarily want to talk about the legal ways to make money. And the first way that you can make money obviously is as an employee at a company. You know, basically this is what we're trained to do when we go to the school system, especially here in the United States. You're basically trained to go to school, finish your basic education, then perhaps go to end up going to a university, getting some kind of specialized degree, and then getting a good job. Basically, our parents teach us that this is the way to go because this is the way they've been taught to get a good job and to work for a long time for a company and retire with a pension or some kind of retirement plan through the company that they work with all their life. Well, the only problem with this is that this really used to be a dream that was reachable in the past. But if we examine our current reality, for most people, this doesn't seem to be a practical dream. Obviously, there's still a lot of people that this will end up being true for them, but the reality is that in our current economy, this is becoming less and less likely to happen. Let me just give you my example. When I got a job in architectural drafting a few years ago, it was a really good company, and in my mind, I thought that it was going to be the last company that I worked for, that I was going to be there for the next 40 years. Well, unfortunately, a couple of years later, the economy tanked. Construction went way down. People were not buying homes. So layoffs started to happen, and that is when I had a reality check that corporate America really does not have loyalty towards its employees. So you're really on shaky ground when you have the employee mindset. Let's face it, you're just a number. In most cases, you're just a number to corporate America, and they're going to let you go as soon as they can. Either they're going to find someone younger that they can pay a lower wage to, or through some other method. The bottom line is, I learned that in corporate America, there's really no security and no loyalty for the most part. Of course, you're always going to find exceptions. There's going to be people that are going to be able to fulfill that dream of working for one company and retiring with a good amount of money. But for most people, that is just not a practical dream. So that is the first way to make money, is to be an employee. The second way is that a lot of people choose to not be an employee. They choose to become self-employed. For example, perhaps sticking to architecture, which is what I used to do. Perhaps someone decides that instead of working for a company, they're gonna open up their own office and become self-employed, or whatever other profession. They're gonna become self-employed, and they're gonna go out there and search for clients, and they're going to feel that like they're more independent than just having a job. Well, the drawback from this second method of making money is that when you're self-employed, basically your business, if you can even call it that, your business depends on you basically 24 hours a day. The moment, for example, if you're sick, you can't afford to be sick, because when you're sick, you're not in business, you're losing money. So you're really standing on shaky ground, because at any moment, if anything unexpected happens, your income can be severely affected. So it's almost like you don't really have a business. What you do is now you own a job. So you went from a job where you felt like you were being treated like a slave, working for to make someone else rich, and now you feel like you're fulfilling your dream by becoming self-employed. But the problem is that now you're working long hours, more hours that you were working at your job. Not only that, but you don't really have security, because if you don't work, there's no money coming in. So you're just one sick moment away, one unexpected moment away from losing your income. So that is a very shaky area to be at. But then we move on to the third way to make money. And the third way to make money is to become a true business owner. See, when you're a true business owner, this is when you start to have freedom, in my opinion. This is when you are the boss, you're the owner of the business, and the business is generating money for you, not just depending on your efforts, but you're actually leveraging the efforts of others. So this is where, in my opinion, you start to get into a more powerful way to make money, because now it's like you are creating a system and the system is running the business for you. It's not so much you running it for you. And this is why I admit maybe I'm a little biased, but this is where I love the business model that is network marketing, because it allows you to generate a big team of people. You train them, you duplicate yourself, and then you're able to generate income on a residual basis. You generate passive, residual, automated income streams that keep being produced whether you are there or not. So to me, this is the most powerful kind of way to earn money, is to actually become a true business owner, where you just don't depend on your owners, but you have people that are helping you generate that income. It doesn't have to be network marketing. It could be a traditional business where you have employees, where they work, and you're really that's when you're really a business owner. When you're working by yourself, you're self-employed. That's not really a business. So the third way is having a business, and that's what leads you to the fourth way to make money. And this is when you become an investor. Now you have built a business, you have generated all these income streams because you don't depend just on your efforts, and now you take all this additional money and you invest it in the global economy, and now you're really living the lifestyle, because you don't really have to work anymore, because your money is working for you. And this is the maximum level you can reach, the level of an investor, where you have all your money and it's working in the global economy, and it's producing automated residual income without any work being performed from your part, or without depending from other people's works. So you have four levels, and I'm going to be very honest with you. There's a few exceptions when it comes to being an employee. Sure, you can still reach the retirement you want, but in my opinion, this world has conditioned people to have employee mindsets, and this is why most people are broke, because they're not able to look outside that conditioning. You have to break the programming. You have to stop thinking like an employee, and you have to realize that you were given an immense talents, and you were given an immense potential. You can either be stuck on as an employee that's barely making ends meet in most cases, unless you have a high degree, which is the exception. But if you don't have that high degree and you're stuck being an employee, working for others and making them rich and barely making ends meet, then you're basically trapped in a situation without any escape. You can go to self-employed, but now you're just working for yourself, and you still are not free. You have two options. You have an employee, you have a self-employed. But look at the beautiful other options: business owner and investor. That is where I want to challenge you to be at. Business owner and investor. Because employees and self-employed people rarely create the kind of wealth that is possible in the business and investor area. So I want to challenge you to get out of your comfort zone, start your own business, start to create a system that produces automated profits for you, and then you can one day be that investor that is just enjoying your life, traveling around the world, spending it with your family, and letting the money work for you. It is possible if you want it, and if you're willing to pay the price and take action. This is Alexander Marquez. I hope this video was informative. You can visit my blog at alexandermarquez.net. Click on the links that are below this video. If you're watching on YouTube, the first link takes you to my blog, and the second link takes you to my free ebooks, where I'm going to show you how to generate a full-time income online. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Take care.